Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be filming my 2015 yearly favorites video, and it is my first one, so I am really excited, even though I think I have a little bit too much stuff here. So I'm going to go through it as quick as possible because I also want to film a part 2 video, which is non-beauty favorites and some of my stuff that were my favorite from this year, hair products, stuff I eat, stuff I use, stuff like that, just not just makeup. So this video right now is going to be strictly just makeup, and then I will be doing a part 2 which is non-beauty. So I hope you guys enjoy both of them. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to try to go in order as best as I can, but it's a little bit of a mess over here, the table next to me. You could kind of see it right there in the corner over here. It's kind of a mess, and I tried putting stuff in order of how I should grab it on and how I put it on my face, but I'm not sure how this is going to work, so let's see. Okay, so my first favorite for 2015 definitely had to be my Clinique Moisture Surge, and you guys will be able to tell that I picked a lot of stuff from my old favorites videos, my monthly favorites, and I just put them here, so a lot of it's going to be the same, so if you want you could skip ahead, but there are some new things in here, but this one of course is a repeat. I've mentioned this in about like 2 other favorites videos. I love this to apply before I apply my primer, because I don't know if you guys watch Nicole Guerrero, but she always says that you should put on a moisturizer before a primer, and I totally agree with her. I've been doing that for so long. So this is the moisturizer of my choice that I picked, and it is, as I said, the Clinique Moisture Surge. I got the little tester bottle because it came in like a package when I ordered it. It was like a sample. So, but I'm almost done with it, so I definitely do need to get into Sephora and get the bigger one. But I highly recommend this one, especially if you have dry skin. You really do want to put a moisturizer on before your primer and before you apply the rest of your makeup. It's just like a necessity for everyone, but especially people with dry skin like me. So yeah, love this one. And my next beauty favorite is the Clean & Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. And Carli mentioned this, and it is a miracle worker. I don't know if it works on everyone, because I think my sister said it didn't work on her or one of her friends. I don't know. Someone said that it didn't work on them, so it really depends on, I guess, your skin type. But this worked miracles on me. Every time, like, I get a little tiny breakout, I just put this on right as I feel it. Like, not when it starts coming in, but when I start feeling it. Because you know, like, when you rub over, like, a pimple and it's still under the skin and it kind of hurts. That's when I start applying this, and sometimes the pimple won't even make surface. Like, as soon as I apply this, it'll just like boom, it's gone. This stuff is amazing. I highly recommend you guys trying it out. Even if it doesn't work for you, I think it's really cheap. I think I got it for like $3. So even if it doesn't work, at least you tried it, because it might surprise you and it may actually really work on you. And I promise this is like a holy grail product. I live by this thing. The next product is the Aquaphor, and this is the healing ointment, but I use it for my lips, and I apply this right before I know I'm going to be applying a liquid lip. Like today, I applied this before I started my makeup, so that by the time I hit my lips, they were already moisturized and ready for the liquid lip, so they didn't look cracked or chapped or anything like that. Because I honestly hate wearing liquid lip when I know my lips are chapped and everything. So before I found this out, I was using other chapsticks that didn't really work as well. But once I found this, oh my gosh. And sometimes I'll even go out like to do errands or go out about my day with just this on, and it looks like a lip gloss. Like, and it feels amazing, especially now in the winter months. Depending where you live, like here in Jersey, it's starting to get really, really cold. So now this is like amazing. I also put this on at night before bed, because then when you wake up in the morning, your lips feel like a baby's butt. Like, so smooth. So definitely love this. I cannot go. This is going to be my yearly favorite, like, for years to come. I absolutely love this. My next product is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Base Correcting Primer. You guys already know the deal with this. I've mentioned this in about 3 of my favorites videos already. It is amazing, especially if you have really, like, redness in your skin or whatever. This is the base correcting one. This color corrects. So if you have red skin like me, a red undertone, this will be your holy grail product. It is amazing. Like, there's no words to describe this, honestly. Like, this is the best primer I've ever used. I highly recommend. And they have other ones. They have the mattifying one. They have the moisturizing one. I think they have like 6 maybe in total, but this one is just my favorite. I do actually want to try the moisturizing one. So if I do, I'll let you guys know which one I like better. But so far, this takes the cake. Okay, and now for eyebrow products. I usually apply my eyebrows before I do the moisturizer and the primer and the foundation and everything like that, but I got a little out of whack, so. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo, and it looks like this. I cannot explain to you guys enough how much I love this product. As you can see, I already hit pan on this side. This side, what I do is I use this to outline, and then I use this side to fill in, especially the very front of your eyebrow where you don't want it to be really harsh or dark. You just want to do the light strokes up to make it look like hairs. That is this is the side that you especially want to use to do that. It looks really, really natural. And then the other side I use to outline and stuff. And I sometimes, if I do have a space in my eyebrows that's really sparse but not a lot of hair, I will use the darker side just to make it look darker like the rest of my brow hairs. But this is amazing. I used to use the Dip Brow and the Brow Wiz, but once I purchased this is the only thing I've been using. It just makes your eyebrows look a lot more natural than the Brow Wiz and the Dip Brow, because it's really easy to go a little bit overboard with both of those, but with this one you can apply so much and it'll still look really natural. So I love this product. Next we will be moving on to foundations, and I have 2 foundations. I narrowed it down to 2 because I originally had about like 4, but I narrowed it down to 2, and the first one is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I've been loving this foundation for about a year. I think it's a year this month. Oh my gosh, if you have dry skin, this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. I don't really necessarily recommend this for people with oily skin because it does have a little bit of a dewy after, like a finish. If you have oily skin, you tend to gravitate more to mattifying foundations, and that's definitely not this one. This one's definitely more for dry skin, and it is amazing because before I purchased this, I couldn't find a foundation that wouldn't sink into my dry patches, and once I purchased this one, I never had that problem again. It is amazing. It definitely doesn't cling to the dry patches on your skin or anything like that. But if you cannot afford this one, because this one is pretty pricey, I think it's about $62. If you cannot afford this one, I did find a drugstore dupe for this one, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the Dewy and Smooth. And this one you can purchase if you are oily skin, because they do have a matte and poreless alternative. They have for the oily skin and the dry skin. Of course, I got for the dry skin, which is the Dewy and Smooth one. Absolutely love it. Definitely a dupe for the Giorgio Armani if you cannot afford this one. Okay, my next product is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Another one that I've been constantly mentioning in my monthly favorites video. I used to use the NARS concealer, and I still like that one. I use it to cover up blemishes, but to do under the eye, I really like this one a lot better, because for some reason on me, the NARS one creased a lot under my eyes, and I didn't really like how heavy it felt. Everyone's different though, because I know a lot of YouTubers absolutely swear by it and love it and use it all the time, but it's just not for me. I still use it, like I said, to cover blemishes, but not for the under eye area. And this is what I use for the under eye area. Oh my gosh, I will probably never go back to any other concealer. This one is my absolute favorite, unless another one comes out that I love just as much. But I've been using this one for about over 7 months now. I just haven't found one that I like more. It's really lightweight, and I am in the color Light Warm. And in order to set that concealer, I used the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Another one that a whole bunch of YouTubers mention and that I've mentioned tons of times in my monthly favorites. I don't know. I am very dry skin, as I said, and this is a mattifying powder, but it does not dry me out under there. I don't know what it is. I probably can't put this all over my face though, because since I am dry skin, if I put this all over, it probably will break me out and cling to the dry patches. But for my under eye area, it does not, and it is amazing. Like, I can't even explain this powder. If you want to hear me go more into detail about this powder, you can watch my other monthly favorites, because I do go a lot more into detail. But honestly, there's nothing to say about this powder except it's amazing, and I highly recommend it. I've been using it since about maybe April of last year, of 2015, and I have no words for it. It's been my favorite one. This is probably my second or third one already. I love it. Okay, and my next product is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. You guys, oh, I just can't. this palette is my holy grail. I will not contour with anything else. Like, I've gotten other contour products before after this one, and I always come back to this one because I'm like, nope, it doesn't compare at all. And what I do is I use this one to contour, which is Subconscious, and then I use this one to bronze up my face and my forehead, which is Shadow Play. This one is a little too dark for me, but maybe in the summer when I get darker, I can use this. But as you can see, it hasn't really been touched. But these two, oh my gosh. And the reason I use this one to contour with is because it has that grayish tone to it, and I really like the grayish tone to contour with because it creates more of that shadow that you want. And then this one I use to bronze up because it is like that light brown, truish, bronzy color that you really get in the summertime. Okay, and my next products are eyeshadow palettes, of course. My first one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. You guys, I just can't. Look how gorgeous this palette is. Like, she can do no wrong. Kat Von D can do no wrong. It is amazing. It has your grays, your peaches, your browns, your smoky eyes. Whatever you really want to do, whether it be really neutral or really dark, you can achieve it with this palette. So if you had to pick one palette to do any type of look, this one would be it. My next palette is the Carli Bybel palette. Of course, everyone knew I had to bring this palette up. These shadows, the first two rows are shadows, these are highlights. They're so pigmented, so creamy, and so easy to blend. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette to go to, especially for like an anytime look, because you have your really light colors and then you have your really dark colors as like the Kat Von D palette. And my favorite highlight shades in this palette to use on a daily basis are these two mixed together. Oh my gosh, no words. It has the prettiest highlight ever. Oh my god, I just dipped my nail in it. Whoops. But I love this palette. Carli and BH Cosmetics did such a good job with this palette. I'm so proud. I've been watching her for like 4 years now. And when she first came out with this palette, I knew I had to have it whether it sucked or not. I just knew I needed it because it was Carli. And when I got it, I had to get another one because it was just the best eyeshadow palette ever. Like, if you're looking for a really cheap palette that's easy to blend, the pigmentation is amazing, this is the palette for you. And it's limited edition, but I'm pretty sure it's still available. You need to go get it, like right now. Like, X out of this video and go get it right now. And of course, the palette of the year pretty much was the Morphe 350 palette. I had to mention this one also because, if I can open it, because this palette is just, there's no words. No words. Like, I'm just going to show it and then that's it, because there are absolutely no words for this palette. I think everyone has described this palette enough that, like, you don't even need to say anything. Just show the colors, close it, and put it away. It's just a must-need palette, and I think it is out of stock again right now. It came back in stock the other day, and I actually purchased one for my sister because she really wanted it, but I think it's out of stock now. So now let's move on to the blushes, and I have two different kinds of blushes here. One is a pink, and the other one is a more, I don't even know, purpley pink lilac. I don't even know how to describe this one, but the first one is a Buxom True Hue blush in the color Breathless. And it looks like this. It's just a matte pink color. I hope the camera's picking it up. It's just a really simple matte pink color, like I said. And I just love it because it looks really natural once you put it on. It just looks like a little like I don't know how to explain it. How do you say it? Flush? It looks like you're flushing? I have no idea how to say that. But it just looks really, really natural on the skin. And you could really wear this anytime. Even with a no like makeup simple look. This would be the one you want to go to. I think this is actually maybe the one I used in my 10-minute makeup. I'm not sure. It's either this one or NARS Orgasm, because they're pretty much the same thing, except this one is more matte and that one has a little bit of shimmer in it. And the next blush is Sin by NARS, and it looks like this. Like I said, I don't know what color this is exactly. It looks like a lilac purplish pink, and this one does have a little bit of shimmer in it. So if you like more of matte blushes, this one definitely is not the one for you. It does have shimmer in it. So if you like going crazy on the highlight like I did today, you do not want to wear this one with the crazy highlight. You want to wear this one more with like either no highlight and like a matte face so that you have the little bit of shimmer in the blush. So next we will move on to lashes, and I have 3 lashes right now I want to mention. The first one is the Wispies by Ardell, and I'm wearing them right now. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm wearing them right now, so that's why I can't show you a box. But these are definitely one of my favorites. I love these lashes. And then two others are the Ardell Demi 120s. They look like this. I know I've mentioned these in a lot of my tutorials, so you've probably heard of these or seen these before in my videos. I love these. These are more for like a natural look. If you're going for like a no makeup but makeup look and you want something really natural on your lashes, this is it. These are the ones you have to get. And then the next one, of course, is the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes. These ended up being one of my favorite lashes. If I could wear these like every day, I would, but they're a little much for a daytime, everyday kind of look. But I love these. These were my first House of Lashes lashes. And I am not disappointed at all. These are probably one of, besides Ardell, these are probably one of my favorite lashes now, and they are a little bit more on the pricey side compared to Ardell. Ardell lashes are about between $3 to $5, and these are, some are 12, some are 15. A pack is like 30, like around there. So they're a little bit more pricey, but they're definitely worth the money. I promise you, these are one of the best lashes, and they're so sturdy. So yeah, highly recommend these lashes. I cannot wait to purchase more. And then to apply those lashes, I use the House of Lashes Eyelash Adhesive Glue. And this one has to be my favorite so far. And the reason is because I wear contacts. So I'm really sensitive to eyelash glue if it gets in my eye or if I rub it and it get whatever it is. I do wear contacts, so I have to be careful. And this one is specifically, it said on the website, it is great for contact users. And I've never heard of that or seen that before. I used to wear the Ardell ones, but they would really irritate my eye. And honestly, since I started using this one, I haven't had any irritation. At first, I thought it was I couldn't wear lashes because lashes irritated me. But then I thought of the glue, so I decided to switch it up. And I love this one. Okay, my next product is for baking, and I know people are like, why can't you just use the Laura Mercier translucent powder to bake with? And you can, I just don't like to, because like I said, it is mattifying, so if I put it all over my face, I may break out or get a rash or something like that, or it may cling to my dry patches and just not look right. So instead, I use the Ben Nye Neutral Set in the colorless powder. It looks like this one. I just really love this powder to bake with. This one doesn't break me out or cling to my dry patches or anything. So I really love it for that fact. And it does. Next, we'll move on to everyone's favorite part, which is the highlight. And the first one I'm going to mention is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight. Everyone knew this was coming because it is another YouTube favorite. And it really blew up in 2015. And look at that. Guys, it is what I'm wearing right now, actually. I hope the camera can pick it up. But it's what I'm wearing right now. What I did was I wet my brush before I applied this, and that's why I think it came out even more pigmented than it usually does when you just apply it dry. I love this highlighter. Honestly, this definitely had to be my top in 2015. And another one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood. I actually put this one on top after I do Gilded Honey, and I apply this one dry just because I don't want to be like bam all out there, see me from space and stuff, even though that wouldn't be horrible. But so this one looks like this. These two together can do no wrong. Wet this one, put this one on top dry, and I promise you will have a highlight to the gods. Like, that's what I did here. That's also So Hollywood on top. I love this combo. This was definitely the combo of 2015. I saw so many people using this combo together, and it's just, now I know why, because it is amazing. Now we can move on to brushes, and I have quite a few brushes, but the first one I'm going to mention is a MAC one, and I got this one. This was actually one of my first brushes ever that I ever purchased, so it had to be like over 5 years ago. So it is faded out. As you can see, the number is faded out of what brush this is, but it's just the MAC stippling brush, and I absolutely love this brush. I cannot go a makeup session without using it because this is amazing. I use this to blend out my highlight, my blush. I use this to blend out my contour. I use this to just run over to blend out my baking, to blend out my translucent setting powder, everything. This brush is definitely a holy grail. You cannot live without this brush. Another brush is, this one is a Morphe M501 brush, and this is what I use to apply my highlight with. This is what I wet when I do my highlight. I wet the brush first, I dip it in the highlight, and then I wet it again when the highlight is on there, and then I just apply it like this, right up here, like this. Sometimes when it is wet, sometimes I'll dab it first, and then I'll start going in sweeping motions just so I could get all the powder in one placement. A lot of these brushes are Morphe brushes because they were one of my favorite makeup brush companies in 2015. They just really blew up, and I wanted to get everything. Another Morphe brush I am going to be mentioning is the M4 brush, and this is just a big fluffy blending brush for eyeshadow. It's really self-explanatory. It's just one of my favorite ones. It's so easy to apply your powder, and it goes on so smoothly, and it really does the job and buffs out the eyeshadow. Another one is the M439 brush, and this is a foundation brush, and I have to tell you, for applying my foundation, this one has definitely taken over the Beauty Blender. I still use the Beauty Blender to apply my concealer under my eyes, but for foundation, this one has taken over. It's just amazing, and it just keeps the product right at the top. Like, you know how other foundation brushes, the product sinks in and then you can't get to it? This one keeps it right at the top. It's amazing. And when I apply my foundation, I said in another one of my videos, I don't go like this necessarily. First, I apply the foundation onto my face, like I paint it on with a foundation brush. And then I go in with this brush wet and I pound it in like this. And then after I'm done pounding it in all over, I will just go over in sweeping motions a little bit just to make sure I got the product all over. This brush is amazing. Another Morphe brush is the M330 brush, and this is just another foundation brush. This one's more of a tapered one. It has like the tapered top. I don't know if you can see it right there. So I use this one pretty much to do my crease. And then the last brush is the e.l.f. small angled brush, and it is supposed to be a eyeliner brush. That is the whole purpose, but I actually use this with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo, and I use this to outline and fill in my brows. And then for the makeup setting spray, I use the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Really self-explanatory. I just apply this before I apply my foundation, and then I apply it again after I'm done with my full face, and it just really does the job. It makes my makeup stay all day and all night depending when I put it on. And this is the cooling and hydrating one. I know they have a few other ones. I think they have like the all-nighter and another one, but I just use the cool and hydrating because dry skin needs that hydration. So this one. Now we are moving on to everyone's favorite part. I'm pretty sure, I know it's one of mine, and it is the lip products. I have two eyeliners. I have 2 lip liners to talk about, and then I have 5 lippies, and they're all liquid lips, of course, because another thing that took over 2015 was liquid lips. So I'm going to start first with MAC Soar lip liner. And this one is a really good one for just an everyday look. If you don't want to put on a liquid lip or lipstick and you just want to give your lips some color, definitely recommend Soar by MAC, because you can just outline your lips with it and then fill it in with the same color, and it just gives that really pretty rosy pink color, and it looks pretty natural on the lips. And then the next one is Whirl by MAC, also another really pretty one. This one is more of a mauve color. So you have Soar and then you have Whirl right there. And Whirl is definitely just like the lipstick. So if you have Whirl lipstick, you don't really necessarily need the lip liner unless you like doing the lip liner and then the lipstick. It's just a really pretty everyday mauve color that another one, if you want to go natural, just use this. Okay, and now moving on to the liquid lips. And the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. I cannot tell you how long it took me to get my hands on this, you guys. It took forever. And once I got it, I was so excited that I got it because it is gorgeous. You could actually wear this if you want. This could probably be a dupe for Whirl, because as I'm looking at it with the Whirl next to it, they're pretty similar. Okay, Soar lip liner, Whirl lip liner, Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D liquid lip. love it. This has been one of my go-tos for natural look. Like if I just want to go run errands but I still want to wear like a lip and maybe some lashes, I will put on the Demi 120 lashes in Ardell with this lip. Perfect combo for just a natural yet still look put together look. Okay, and another liquid lip is Tulle by Colourpop. Honestly, Colourpop really surprised me with these liquid, the ultra matte lips. I'm gonna put it next to Soar because I'm running out of room already, but okay. So these lipsticks are like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So what I have on right now on my lips is Tulle. This is what I'm wearing, and this is what it looks like if you're wondering, if you want to see a swatch instead of on my lips. This is Tulle by Colourpop. Honestly, Colourpop alone, I've been wearing for the past 2 months. Their liquid lips, they've really taken over my makeup. Like, I just love these colors so much. And you don't feel like you're wearing a lip. Like, right now, it feels like my natural lips. Like, I'm not wearing anything. They're very, to me, they're very hydrating. They're very moisturizing. It feels like there's nothing on. They're not sticky at all. Like, I know some liquid lips are very sticky and very crumbly and just... they're not an enjoyment to wear, but these, oh my gosh, I cannot have enough good things to say about these liquid lips. I highly, and they're so cheap. I'm like all over the place right now because these lips just excite me so much. They're really cheap. I think they're like $5 or $6. I got about 6 for like under $30. It was amazing. These lips definitely are dupes for higher end. The next Colourpop one is a Teeny Tiny. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna put that one next to Bow and Arrow. Okay, so this is Teeny Tiny right here. Oh my gosh. Like, I just can't. No words. And then the next one is Chilly Chilly. And like I said, I have a lot of Colourpop lipsticks, but I just narrowed it down to a few because I didn't want this whole lipstick one to be just Colourpop because, yeah. And this one, like I said, is Chilly Chilly. Oh, there we go. The top one. Guys, I promise you will not regret getting these. They are so gorgeous. Okay, and then my last favorite lipstick is Trust Issues by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've been wearing this color non-stop. Besides the Colourpop lipsticks, this is another one I've been wearing non-stop. It's just so gorgeous. And it actually kind of looks like two of the Colourpop ones. So like I said, these definitely could be dupes. The Colourpop could definitely be dupes for higher end. This is Trust Issues by Anastasia Beverly Hills right here. So it kind of looks similar to those two. I'm pretty sure they're Tulle and Teeny Tiny. So like I said, if you want dupes, then Colourpop's definitely the one for you. This one's Trust Issues by Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I still really love this one so much. Anastasia, you can never go wrong with her liquid lips. They just took over. They were amazing. And they're really hard to get now, which I'm not surprised because they are in such high demand. Absolutely love it. Okay guys, so that was it. That was my part 1 to my yearly favorites for 2015. I will be doing part 2 right now, right after this video. Watch out for part 2. It'll be coming very soon, I promise. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys want me to try any products that you guys are loving this year, well, last year in 2015, just leave them down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, till next time, I will see you guys later. A ton of progress in my body and I'm so excited, and that just motivates me and drives me to keep going. And some people are different, that's just me, and some other people might be like me, but some people it might take a little bit longer. It might take a month or 2 or 3. Don't